John Dramani Mahama, are you sure that you were a very good president? Are you sure? Sampson Ayinini will join you to repeat the question, the very big question. Now, what cite Rayner, one prime minister be of the UK, no one semi be na odaba tres in semning na. Now be said there, John Dramani Mahama, are you sure there? Are you sure they're a good president? Yamsha video no. Now one of the neighborhood there, a man from one summer water canon. They say it on the premises of Mwehu. Analysis I will make.
Welcome back. And here is Sampson's take. We'll be very brief. Rayner, get us there. When I talk about Rayner, I'm talking about Angela Rayner. Until, is it 2 days ago or yesterday, she was the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Deputy Prime Minister. And she had, multiple portfolios, very important and sensitive portfolios that she held in the government. She had worked her way up there over a very long period and is very respected. But there was a small matter that came up. Yes, a very small matter. In Ghana, we will say trivial matter that came up. It was about her property purchase and the tax that she had to pay on it. Actually, stamp duty that she had to pay on it. She got multiple advice about it. And there was a standard tax that she thought, as has been advised, she could pay, which was less than a certain amount that she actually has now been found she should have paid, and which she is ready and willing to pay. It's being quoted between about 40,000 and 50 plus thousand of 50,000 pounds. Now, when the matter came up for public discussion, she responded, explained herself that genuinely she had no idea that she had breached any process, because at all times she acted in good faith. Now, there is an independent investigator that works on the ministerial code. There is a ministerial code, just like what John Mahama has done for his ministers, the code. And there's an independent person appointed to investigate the ministers when they breach it. I think President Mahama should have one such person. It can be one, it can be two. An independent person, not a party person who will seek to protect people when they do wrong or breach the code. As it is now, the ministerial code we have in Ghana, we don't know who is policing it, if anybody is policing it at all. The last time there was this issue with Sami Jemfi, we heard the chief of staff saying that he's been cautioned. What went on? What investigation did he do? What report did he generate? So, this former deputy prime minister said, okay, since you're talking about this and I'm not too sure what exactly it is about, let me surrender myself. So she herself referred herself to the independent investigator to look into her case. She did it. Of course, there was some pressure from media. She collaborated with the independent investigator who came out with a report. And all of this happened in a matter of about 3 days or so. Within a week, everything was done and dusted. The verdict of the independent investigator is that she acted in good faith, and the tax that she needed to pay was a matter that was very complex. So you can't really fault her. She was honest, she acted with integrity, and she had no intention to underpay her tax on the property purchase. She had had a divorce, she has a child with disability, and she sold her part of a family property. That's where all this problem came from. Sold her part of a family property, and thought that when she had to make any declaration for purposes of tax, because she sold her part of it, she didn't need to bring that in for the consideration. But because it's a complex web and it is set up as a trust, and there's a benefit to a child of a certain age, even though she sold a part of it, she was still supposed to bring it in. Very genuine error. And yet, once the independent investigator found that she breached the code, because they are expected to live above reproach, regardless of how genuine she was, she decided to resign. You read her long resignation letter, you only can have respect for her. And then the Prime Minister also accepts. And in the acceptance letter, also very generous and kind about the way she's gone about what she has to do, which he thinks she ought to have done. So she's resigned. Yeah. Over 40 or 50,000 pounds. Not something that was deliberately done. Genuine error. He's resigned. And guess what? There's been a major shakeup in the cabinet. Major shakeup. They don't take it for a joke. It's not taken for granted. I think we can get there. JM, try and get us there. Yeah, we can get there. And that will be my take. We'll right back to engage with my guests on the very vexed matters that we are canvassing for you this morning, including that 31 people have died, and we're being told that that's only the official number, but the unofficial number could be in excess of 200 people who have died in Benyiri. The land conflicts, disputes over land, we are told. Some 48,000 of them have been displaced, and some 13,000 of them find themselves in Côte d'Ivoire as refugees, and the government there is making donations in food items for them and so on.